Hi, everybody. My name is Becky, and I'm here today to teach you some more about mindfulness. So, what I'm going to do is start all of our time together with a short, what we call a sit, and we're going to ring the bell and sit for a few minutes in our mindful bodies. So, do you guys remember what we need to be in our mindful bodies? There's two things. You need to be still and quiet. So go ahead and get in a comfortable position. You can be sitting down with your feet on the ground and your back up straight, or you can lay down on the ground if that's more comfortable. Get in a comfortable position, and I'm going to ring the bell, and we're going to listen to the sound from the very first moment that it starts all the way to the end. Okay? Go ahead and close your eyes if you want. Great job. So that was mindfulness of sound, paying attention to sound. And today we're going to learn about mindfulness of something else. So, what am I doing right now? Did you think I was breathing? Because if so, you were right. So, we're going to pay attention to our breath. We breathe all the time, right? We didn't need to learn how to do that. Our body just does it. But we can learn how to pay attention to it. Because even though we're breathing all the time, we're not usually paying attention to it. So let's get our mindful bodies on and take a few minutes to just pay attention to our breath and see what that feels like. So take some big, deep breaths. Good job. Now just breathe normal, just normal breaths like you were before. And keep breathing and let your eyes close and just feel your breath and pay attention to it when you're breathing in and out. Great. Now, take your hand, put your hand up, and then bring it down and put it on your belly. And take some breaths and pay attention to your belly. What happens when you're breathing in and out? What happens to your belly? Is your belly rising and falling or getting big and then small when you take your breaths? Yeah. So that's what we can pay attention to when we're being mindful of our breath. We can pay attention to the movement that happens in our body when we're breathing. You can also put your hand on your chest and you can feel that movement there. Your chest kind of rises and falls when you're taking your breaths. There we go. So, our breath is going to be our anchor in mindfulness. Do you guys know what an anchor is, or what does an anchor do? Have you heard of an anchor for a boat? So, if a boat has an anchor in the water and the boat kind of drifts away, what does that anchor do? Does it bring it back and keep it in one spot? So sometimes when we are trying to pay attention to our breath, our mind wanders, right? We start thinking about things and our mind wanders, but then we go, oh, wait, I was supposed to be paying attention to my breath. And that's our anchor. It brings us back to being mindful of what's happening right now rather than getting lost in our thoughts. So let's give it a try. We're going to get back in our mindful bodies. And we're going to close our eyes and we're going to give this a try to pay attention to our breath and use that as our anchor. So if your mind wanders, that's okay, because that's what minds do. My mind wanders all the time. But when you notice that your mind is wandering and you stopped paying attention to your breath, just bring your attention back to the breath. And you can notice you can put your hand on your belly or on your chest if you want. That might help you. Okay, ready? Great job. So were you able to use your breath as your anchor and bring it back when your mind started wandering? Why don't you keep practicing this? And just like the mindfulness of sound, you can teach it to somebody else. Teach it to your parents or your siblings or your friends and see if they can do it too. All right, guys, I hope you have a great rest of your day.